But sometimes we can describe an excessive quantity or number of something, of course. So we use too much, too many, too little, too few, and so on and so on. It depends on what we want to say. So have a look at these examples here. So excessive, that means it exceeds the normal limit. It goes beyond what we need. So if I say, there are too many supporters today in the stadium, there are too many supporters. Too many. So the number here is beyond the limit. Goes beyond the limit here. For instance, if the stadium capacity is 10,000, then we've got 15,000. Or if it is a mass noun, we can say there is too much sugar in this cup. So usually I use 2 spoons, then you've got 5 here. Or sometimes we can describe a sufficient quantity, that means the right quantity we need, just the right quantity we need, then we use enough. So the GH here is pronounced food. So we say we have enough food for the week. Now, if you want to ask a question using count noun, so you are going to use a quantifier like this one. And we say, for example, how many students are there in the classroom? So students here is a count noun. It's a plural here. Then I used many here. So this is the interrogative. If I want to answer this question, if my answer is positive, so I can give different answers, and I can say there are a lot of, lots of, many, some, a few students in the classroom. Or if my answer is negative, then I can say there aren't many students, there aren't any students, or there are no students. If you ask a question about quantity using mass noun, then you are going to say, for example, just this is one example here, how much time do you need? So time here is a mass noun. That's why I used, when I wanted to ask a question, I used much. So we say how much time. We don't say how many. So we say how much time do you need? So if my answer is positive, then I can say I need a lot of time, I need a great deal of time, I need much time, I need some time, or I need a little time, or I need little time. If my answer is negative, then I say I don't need much time, I don't need any time, or I need no time. These quantifiers here, of course, they have got comparative and superlative forms. So the comparative of equality of many and much is as many as, or as much as. The superlative for both, it is more, and superiority here, the comparative superiority for both is more, and the superlative is the most. Little and few, so we say as little as, or as few as. So this is equality. For the inferiority, of course, we use less. I will deal it in the comparison lesson, inshallah. In fact, so you've got inferiority less if it is a mass noun, or if it is a countable noun, so we use fewer. Superlative of little is the least, and the superlative of few is the fewest. And here are some examples. So we've got many people go out, but more, sorry, here people is missing, but more people stay at home. If you have more money, so you've got mass noun, more money than me, so we have more money, so this is superiority. More money you pay. Superlative, whoever has most points wins the game. So this is superlative of many here, because you've got points. Since you have the most money, this is the superlative of much. Why? Because money here is a mass noun. You will order the dinner. There were a few guests yesterday, but we have fewer today. So yesterday we had, let's say, 7. Then today we've got 3. So we have fewer today. there was little rain last year, but there is less this year. See? You have the least work, sorry, sir. So you have the least work to do, so you can help us. So the superlative here of little, least. Our school has the fewest number of students. So this is the superlative of few. Now, if you remember, when we started, we said that we cannot use a with mass noun, but in some cases, and there are exceptions, of course, sometimes you find a